So did you all see LeBron James run down on Stephen A. Smith? Wow. Good to see you, Stephen. Hawkeye. The beautiful and gorgeous Tasha is here. More powerful. Mr. More Power is here. The beautiful and gorgeous Mrs. Moore is here. My brother Mohammed is here. Rastaman is in the building. Okay, so a lot of people are going to be talking about this, but they're not going to say what I'm about to say. The beautiful and gorgeous Kathy is here. Jay is here. So did you see it? You seen LeBron confront Stephen A. out on the court? Oh, man. We're going to get into it. A lot of people are speculating, but I'm going to tell you what that was really, really all about. Nobody's going to tell you what it's really about. Even LeBron is not going to tell you what it's really about. Stephen A. has no idea what this was about. Stephen A. is in the dark. Stephen A. is in the dark as to what happened. I just watched Stephen A. talked about it, and he is in the dark. So get you something to drink and chill while I break this down for you. To the very last compound. What's really, really going on? We have any fathers over here? If you're a father, give me a thumbs up in the chat. All the fathers, let's have a thumbs up in the chat to all the fathers out there. Show them you're a good father. All right. I know exactly what was going on, but we're going to get into it. I'm going to tell you exactly what was going on. Stephen A. said that he understood that LeBron was defending his son. So Stephen, he said he wouldn't have necessarily did it. He said he's not sure if he would have did it. Stephen does go hard on people. He went hard on Kevin Durant. Sometimes he goes a little hard on people. And they have to get at him. They feel like he's going a little bit too hard. So, I'm a father. And I seen something I seen him say something that I did not agree with. He said a father is going to defend his child. Uh, that's kind of a blank statement. First, Bronny is not a child. He's a grown man. Okay, that's what's right there. So let's just talk about myself. It's my son. I'm a superstar basketball player. My son comes. All of this first off, all of this pressure on Bronny, all of this is LeBron's fault. LeBron's bogus and LeBron's been foul in this whole process, and so has the NBA. It's clear favoritism. Bronny didn't deserve to be on the Lakers. He wasn't ready. He was just there because his daddy threatened that wherever my son go, that's where I'm going to go. And so I've been saying that LeBron is horrible for the game of basketball. That's why basketball is in the tank since he's a superstar. So the whole process was phony. LeBron comes out and say, my son is better than some NBA player. Listen, if I'm a father and I'm really going to look out for my son, what is looking out for your son? The first thing is don't apply more pressure on your son. That's not helping your son. Applying more pressure on your son, making statements that's going to make people come down harder on your son. That's the first mistake. And it's not a man in here could tell me I'm lying. If you played in the NBA and you heard a man say that his son is better than some of y'all, how would you take that? That he going to say his son coming out of college is better than you and you playing in the NBA already. And he's the big superstar in the NBA. You already got to take a backseat to him. Why would he say that? You know, the whole thing was a catastrophe. You bring him on the Lakers so he can play with his daddy. He can't play. Now you got to go to the D League. They said, well, Pharaoh, if you was a father, if I was a father, it was my son, and my son had the skills of Bronny, my son would have went to the D League. My son never would have got a chance to go to the NBA, neither would have yours. If your son's had his skills, which he can play, but he wasn't never NBA ready, your son never would have made it on the Lakers. So don't try to compare me, ask me what I would do, because I wouldn't get the favoritism LeBron got for little Bronny. Let's start there. No, all his competitors do not like Bronny, and they're going to play him harder, and he's going to have more defense on him and everything. Because if I'm a superstar in the NBA, I don't believe LeBron's better than me. Which one of y'all would play in the NBA that would say LeBron is better than you? If you thought LeBron was better than you, you wouldn't be no good competitor. So you're going to worship his son? You don't even like him. Okay? You don't even like him. Now, Stephen A. didn't say anything bad about Bronny in the conversation. He criticized LeBron. So, Byron, go do your research and come over here with some real intelligent commentation, not no conspiracy stuff. What LeBron was mad about had nothing to do with Bronny. What Stephen A. said, the last thing he said, he was getting on LeBron for saying that LeBron is better than a lot of NBA players and doing a lot of stuff, putting this pressure on Bronny. He said that if they wanted to have the moment and play in the NBA, they should have played that first game, and then he should have went to the D League. LeBron kept that boy out there, knowing that boy not ready. If LeBron is a superstar player and has that much of a high Q, y'all don't think he don't know his son not ready? Who in here believed that LeBron believed that boy is NBA ready if LeBron got such a basketball high Q? LeBron know damn well Bronny not ready. He not. He's not ready for the NBA. And LeBron knows it. And the players know he knows it. And I wouldn't want to play on the Lakers with him and his son, because now I can't check his son because he's going to come and try to do me like he did Stephen A. So everybody got to be quiet because this is little Bronny. So everybody got to be quiet because this is LeBron James. I'm not going to even get to the part where he say, Michael Jordan is the GOAT, but I'm the king, and the king is better than the GOAT. Okay, pause. You had to play 15,000 years from team to team to team to get your accomplishment. You're no Michael Jordan. You're not even close. You ruined the game shooting long jumpers, and now the game of basketball is trash. The game of basketball is trash. The last All-Star game was the worst in history because everybody wants to shoot threes. And guess who started coming down? Some big old dude that's supposed to be working in the hole, launching threes. So I don't like this, don't get me started. But we'll get back to that. This was not caused directly by Bronny, okay? Okay? You see LeBron? You see how mad he was? That energy didn't come from Bronny. I know that energy. You know where that energy came from? Bronny's mama is mad. Hello, you rocking with the realness. Look, I'm giving y'all the real. Bronny's mama is mad. And that's LeBron's wife. The only thing in a family that could get a man this mad is his wife. His children cannot get him this mad. The wife is at home complaining about Stephen A. messing with her baby. Because you got to understand, that's not LeBron's baby, but it's his wife's baby. You know how women are. I'm giving you something that Stephen A. ain't thought about or nothing. The wife is not on LeBron's ass. The wife is mad. She's not saying, and LeBron's just hearing her complain. She's not telling LeBron to do nothing about it. She's pissed. I can't stand that Stephen A. talking about my baby. Always got my baby name in his mouth. I'll tell you a story about my childhood. It's my mother, my father, me, and my sister. And sometimes my father would be at home watching us. He's got a day off work or something. He's not working that shift or something, so he's there. Me and my sister, we run around. He like, y'all stop. We keep running around. Y'all stop. We keep running around. Y'all stop. We keep running around. Y'all stop. He's still chilled out. My mother comes home. And my mother gets to hollering at us. What is y'all doing? What is all this stuff all over this house? What is going on? First thing she say, Randolph, why you let these kids throw all this stuff around here? Then what do my daddy do? I told them to sit down. These kids. And I'm looking at him like, bro, you phony as hell. Bro, he started hollering. He starts getting really mad. I'm talking about really, really mad. Because my mama's mad. And now he's going off on us. I'm just looking at him. Daddy, you so phony. You know what I'm saying? Daddy. If you got a woman and you got a wife, you got some children, you know what I'm talking about. This day right here comes from the wife. Am I like that with my wife? Every man gets upset when his wife gets upset. It's just nature. Every man, when his wife gets upset, he gets upset. And the only thing could calm him down, if mommy just get too mad at the kids, he'll try to, he'll try to make sure she don't, But every man gets more angry based on his wife. His wife sets the temperature. His wife sets the total temperature. If your wife got relatives you don't like them. And you don't like them more than she don't like them. And so you'll be in a situation where your wife don't like her sister, and now you can't stand her sister because she don't like her. And then when she make back up with the sister, you still don't like her. And so Stephen A, I watched him talk, and he missed that part. That energy is not coming from what he said about Bronny directly to him. It's coming because the house is upset. The wife is upset. When you see that type of energy. You see Will Smith when he sat down and he looked over there and Jada and see that Jada was pissed and hurt and she got alopecia and all that, and this man had embarrassed her, and he could see, when you got a woman you've been with, you can read all her signals. Just like your mama could read all your signals. Your mama could look at you and know everything you think and know exactly when you're happy, when you're not. Your mama could tell. Well, this is how a man is with his wife. He could look at his wife and he could tell. Because he knows her mannerisms. So when Will sat down and looked at Jada, people blowing that off. But no, Chris Rock had crossed the line. Because he didn't upset her. And that's going to upset Will. It's not going to upset Will directly. This is just how love is. This is how men are territorial and protective. And they're very protective of their children. But they really protective of their wife. They're going to protect the wife more than their children. And this is a fact. And if you think I'm lying, disrespect your mama in front of your daddy and see what happens. See what happens. It'll almost be like you ain't his child. I swear to God, it'll be like he not your child. Like you not his child. He will talk to you like you done lost your damn mind. He gonna talk to you real bad. I'm talking about real bad if you disrespect his wife. I remember my father told me one time, he said, that's my wife. I was like, I had to think, oh yeah, my bad. He's like, that's not mommy, that's my wife. That's my wife. Then is your mama. See, me and her. Then we had you. I remember he told me he was not playing. None. All my life growing up, my daddy was kind of chilled out. I might get a little spanking from him a couple times when I was little, but my daddy was never really, the only time my daddy, I know with me, where he was like really, really angry on a whole nother level is when I was talking crazy to my mama one time. I was a little boy. And I never seen my daddy like that before. And he was not even talking to me like I was his son. Seriously. I'm telling you. I was a little boy. You know, if I'm in 2021 and staying with him and said that, he'd put me out. He would have put me out. He would have made me get out right then. Get out. I was a little boy. So when I seen that energy, and Stephen A was wondering, where is this coming from? It's coming from Bronny's mama's mad. That's what's going on. And like when your wife is mad, it messes up your sex life. It messes your whole week up. And when a woman's fed up and there ain't nothing you could do about it, Stephen didn't apologize. Stephen said that everything he said he was standing on, and he said LeBron should have called him. Now, Stephen didn't do anything wrong. LeBron and his mama is out of pocket. They are out of line. And LeBron has hurt his son. LeBron, this did not help Bronny. This did not help him. This did not help Bronny. Because now everybody like, oh, your daddy, you see, your daddy got, you see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, for me, I never would have did that. If it's me and my son and we playing sports and my son playing and they riding him on TV, boy, you grown, handle it. I'm not finna step in there for my grown son playing basketball. Period. Bronny, you in the league, hey, I don't even want to hear about it. But you want me to shoot your jump shots for you too? You want me to do your layups for you too? LeBron messed up, bro. He a grown man. Let him handle it. Kevin Durant couldn't run to his daddy. What's the other Hebrew brother that could play real good that he was trashing? He couldn't get his daddy. Stephen A get on a lot of people. Can they go get their daddy? LeBron's mother as far as LeBron's mother, if she running out there babying him, that's why he sucks. That's why he's a horrible superstar. I don't like LeBron. I think LeBron is trash for the league. I think LeBron is bad for the league, bad for the fans, bad for the sports, bad for the other players. I think he helped totally destroy the NBA. To me, some big old nigga that can't go to the hole shooting jumpers. But that's just on me. You big old, you coming down launching long ass threes. Not everybody just shooting threes. Ain't nobody got no inside game. Ain't nobody got no moves to the hole or nothing. Everybody just run down, shoot a three, run down, shoot a three, run down. The guys on the outside, they run from this corner to that corner, to this corner, to that corner, to this corner, to that corner. It's trash. You 6'9", and you ain't got no inside game. You standing out there, you know, lame. You can't play. You know what I'm saying? But we dealing with a whole feminine male, you know. He can play, bro. That's a fan. I wanna make love to him. You know, we dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? Now, Curry didn't change the game because he's a little guy. A little guy can shoot threes. A little guy can shoot out there. A little guy can do that. But a big motherfucker got to go to the hole. Once the big man don't go to the hole, the game sucks. Look, what good centers you got? None. You got no inside game in the NBA. The NBA is trash. And if you a young person, that's all you be watching. How would you know what you could compare it to? You seen Connie Hawkins play? You seen Oscar Robertson? You seen Walt Frazier? Do you know the game, or did you grow up watching that trash? Yeah, I knew he played football. He had the opportunity to be a good athlete. LeBron didn't want to prove nothing. LeBron is trash. The coaches is trash, and the NBA is trash. Period. Because that's a coach let you do that. That's not him. That's a coach. The coach let you do that. See, I got to slow people. LeBron didn't start the three-point. I didn't say that. I said when a big dude starts shooting threes, then all the other big dudes going to be out there shooting threes. And you ain't going to have no inside game for the slow people in the back. Okay? For the slow people in the back. As long as Curry and them shooting threes and the other brothers play inside, you're going to have a good game. But when a big old nigga like LeBron stand out there launching threes, yeah, he got a lot of points. Because he can't play and all he do is launch threes. He's horrible for the league, and the league sucks. Let me ask you something, D Zodiac. Is the NBA good today? Yes or no? I don't even want to argue. Do you think the NBA is good today? Do you like it? Is it entertaining? Yes or no? Simple. Yes or no? Is the NBA good? Is the NBA All-Star Game good? Yes or no? He says the NBA is good. Okay, I can't talk to you no more. You just told it, you know what I'm saying? You definitely can't play, and you definitely don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're like a fanboy or something. So I'm not going to waste my time, okay? And so LeBron made a mistake because if your son go in the NBA, he's a man. He got to be a man. You can't go defend no man. You in the NBA, he in the NBA. Is he a little boy or is he a man? And so I would never do that to he damaged LeBron. Bronny is damaged. Okay? This is Bronny. Daddy! Steven messing with me. Steven bothering me, Daddy. Daddy! He talking about me again. He's done. LeBron just destroyed that boy's reputation. He destroyed him. When you're a father and you're trying to do good for your children, you better think what's good. What happened to the days when I was a little boy and a little boy messed with you and your daddy tell you better go out there and fight? Shit. You come telling me for? Your daddy grab you, take you down there and make you fight. Your daddy not finna say nothing. Your daddy not finna go down there, tell your boy to leave my boy alone. You know what I'm saying? That punk shit. Hey, listen, a lot of you young brothers, with all due respect, y'all some punks, okay? That's all y'all could do is drive up and drill and drive off. Y'all ain't that. Young black men and now, 80% of y'all can't fight a lick. Cannot fight. That's why you got to go get the thing all the time. You ain't like that. And you ain't no good at sports. You suck. You ain't no good at sports. These basketball players nowadays, they trash. They can't play. That's why the way they set the game up, listen, look how the Lakers ruined their last center they had to trade. You know what? You know why he didn't go nowhere? Because they didn't play the game right. So they ruined that man's career. They ruined that man's career because there ain't no inside game. And that's why he hurt. Because if you're a center, this is all you're going to be doing. Run this way, run that way. Run this way, run that way. You're going to run this way, your man going to shoot a three. You're going to run that way, the other team going to shoot a three. If they miss, you got to run this way. And you're going to spend your whole game just running this way and running that way. You ain't going to get no game. You ain't got no inside game. Your power forward is LeBron, or he's just small forward. He ain't got no inside game. Every time he get in the inside the game, that's why he choked so many games. Because anytime he had to go to the hole, he choked. He choked in more games than any so-called superstar because he ain't got no inside game. He can't play inside. And so the centers, they ain't getting no shine. Look at the centers. Name me a center in the NBA that's getting shine. Name me somebody getting shine. Name me somebody getting shine like a Patrick Ewing, like a Shaq, like a Elijah Wan. Name me somebody. They ain't got no centers, no famous centers no more. You know why? Because the game is trash. That's why. It's trash. He's trash. He just shoot threes. He's trash. He's trash. He get all his points for fast breaks. He ain't got no inside game either. They don't know. They don't know. They don't watch the business part of street media TV. So I know they're young. You got to understand they don't know. The NBA is suffering. They trying everything. You look at they switched the NBA up player. Well, you're going to play the up-and-coming stars. Shaq and them say, go back to East versus West. Shaq and Kenny and Charles and them is like, what's the point in having East versus West? All of you are keeping all the statistics and then throwing it in the garbage. Who I think messed the NBA up? The coaches and LeBron. The way they coach LeBron. LeBron ruined the NBA. The way they coached him. The way they cheated for him. The way he was allowed to bounce from team to team just to get a championship. There's no team. He doesn't have no loyalty to no team. How you going to... So every time your team start losing, you just go run to another team so you can win. Get the fuck out of here. When history is done, nobody's gonna say he's the greatest. Once his fans are no longer here and they look back on history, they say, well, he ran to every goddamn team in the NBA just to win. He ain't. I respect people like Charles Barkley and Patrick Ewing and the ones stay with their teams. Isaiah, the ones that stay with their team. Win, lose, or draw, you're a Piston. Win, lose, or draw, you a Bull. Look how long Michael and them lost before they won. Win, lose, or draw. Real NBA. Not this transplant NBA. You run over here, then the team, then you run over there, then you run over here. Now you threatening to run somewhere else. He threatening to go somewhere else. I don't watch that shit. But the point I'm talking about with the son, he hurt the son, right? So people say, so you wouldn't defend your son. I would only defend my grown son for physical threat or some type of violence. But anything concerning my son that he got to deal with as a man, I raised my son to be a man. I ain't raising my son to be my son. I'm raising my son to have some sons. So LeBron made a mistake. He's ruining that boy's reputation that your daddy got to speak up for you. Ain't no other NBA players going to respect him. They ain't got no daddies to speak for them. How would you feel you in the NBA? Your daddy ain't no superstar. This dude come NBA, his daddy LeBron. So he got his daddy trolling around speaking for him. That's horrible. He didn't think it through. He's ruined. Bronny is ruined. Okay? Bronny is ruined. Bronny will forever be a daddy's little baby boy, and they will always say he's only in the league for favoritism. That's it. He will never be looked at that he made it on his own. He'll always be looked at as LeBron made him, even playing with the Lakers. I didn't like that. And then now y'all got to sit him down. If y'all got to sit him down, how the fuck did he play in the first place? How the hell do you play with his daddy if he's not ready? And my son could play, but my son got to sit on the bench because Bronny out there playing, and my son better than Bronny. And then when Bronny can't play, then you send him away, and now my son could play. Think about the other parents. If your son was the one that had to sit down for Bronny, would you be cool with it? I seen the guy, he's 7'4", but he ain't going to be shit because it ain't no league conducive to him. He going to get hurt. The 7'4" guy going to get hurt because they're going to have him running up and down too much. And he's going to have ankle, he's going to have leg problems. Remember I said it first, because the game don't never stop and sit back, and they don't have no inside. Look, it's 24 seconds on this end, it's 24 seconds on that end. So if you go to like 20, 22 seconds, 20 seconds you use up to try to get a score. Then you go back this way and use, that's 40 seconds. But if you're going down, launch your three in 10 seconds, I get the rebound, and you go down and launch your three in 10 seconds, that's 20 seconds. I'd have been running back and forth where I would have just been on one side. That's too much, going to be too much on their knees, too much on their ankles. They all going to be hurt because they just running. The All-Star game last year, they scored 400 points. I don't know. I don't be caring about. I'm just telling you how it is, how I see it. You know what I'm saying? They ruining the game, and all their players going to be hurt. All their players are going to be hurt. No, they didn't do it. They didn't mess the game up. Golden State didn't mess the game up. What messed the game up is the way that the other teams play. Period. If Golden State's running, okay, I'm going to tell y'all basketball. If we playing Golden State and they running, we not running. And that's how you beat Golden State. So if Golden State start running and then you start running, you the one messed the game up trying to run like them. We've always had teams that ran. We always had running gun teams. And they always had to play teams that played stationary, and it kept the league fair. Right? We always had people that ran against fast break teams. But we always had teams that set up and ran plays. And that stopped the game from being like this. That's not Golden State's fault because everybody else tried to play like Golden State. That's the coach's fault. You're not Golden State. Why are you trying to play like them? You got Abib. You got these big-ass players. What's the black dude for Golden State that's always getting in trouble? Come on, man. Bo dude and dunk on him. What was we doing? That dude wouldn't have been nothing back in the day. He wouldn't have been nothing. He wouldn't have got no rebounds. Listen, dude is a buster. Dude wouldn't have got no rebounds. And he would have got dogged under there with the Adrian Dantleys and the Wes Unsells and all of them. Raymond, he would have got dogged in the hole with the Barclays in there. They would have, dude on him. You know what I'm saying? This dude getting the rebounds. Draymond's getting the rebounds. Draymond is the big man. Get the hell, what happened to the game? He would have got no rebounds. None. He wouldn't have got crashed out. He wouldn't have crashed out. He wouldn't have crashed out on no West Sunsail. He wouldn't have crashed out on them dudes up there with the Knicks. Hell no. 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 Not the way they got him playing. No. No. The way he played, he would have changed the way he played. So I don't know how he would have been in that era because he would have played different. But the way he playing now, no. The three-point shot didn't change the game. The three-point shot came when the ABA came to the NBA. So if it would have changed the game, why didn't it change it then? No, that did not. Y'all don't be listening. I don't want to just keep talking around. Some of these comments I got to ignore. Just say what you're going to say. Those of y'all want to learn, listen to me. If you got one team that's running around shooting threes, that don't mean the other team got to do it. So you can't blame this team for running just because this team tried to do it. That's that other team that's messed up. So every team trying to play like Golden State, they the ones messing the game up. What part that you understand? It's the people trying to play like that that's ruining the game, not them. If you play your game, they can't run like that. They running like that because you're going down launching threes and they getting the rebound and they taking off and Curry burning you. Curry ain't got to play no defense, so he ain't tired. Anybody knows, if you know anything about sports, you don't play the other man's game. And that's why Golden State is so successful, because they trick you into playing their game and they blow you out. Everybody lost to them, tried to play like them. But if you play your game and slow it down, you could beat them every time. You can beat them if you slow it down. You have to play your game. Same when you boxing. A boxer's trying to get you to start fighting like how he fight. You have to play your game. So now all the young boys come up, they all want to be Curry, and the coaches suck. And the coaches letting them boys play crazy. The coaches is horrible. Slow the goddamn game down. Slow the game down. So now the NBA is just trash. And it ain't Curry, it's LeBron. LeBron fucked up the game for the big men. And once you mess up the game for the big men, the game is done. Let me tell you something. The NBA went like this. Based on your height, that's the position you used to play. Period. So if you was LeBron James' height, you inside, you were powerful, you were a small forward. If LeBron's how tall? LeBron's 6'9". So let me show you something. If LeBron's on the team and he's 6'9", he's going to play small forward if they got a 7-footer. But if they center is only a 10-footer, because back then they have a center, he'd be only 10 feet. LeBron might be a power forward. So in those days, you lined up from the tallest is the center, the next tallest is the power forward, the next tallest is the small forward. They don't play like that no more. So in today's game, with all these big, tall dude centers, LeBron would be a small forward, but he would not be out there bouncing that goddamn ball like that. And he fucking the game up. I don't even watch that nigga. He big old 6'9" nigga got the ball at the top of the key. And y'all know that's LeBron. Every time you see LeBron, where is he at? 6'9". He at the top of the key doing all this dribbling. What the fuck you got to? So what are the guards going to be doing? What you got guards for? Why you got guard? Why do you have guards if he got the ball all day? And he ruins everybody else's game because he's a ball hog and he's got the ball the whole time he out there. And everything got to come through his big ass because he too pussy to play an inside game. Can I say the same thing about Magic? Magic didn't hog the ball like that. Magic didn't hog the ball like that. Magic didn't hog the ball. And when Magic came in as a guard. LeBron came in as a forward. LeBron never was no guard. Magic was a guard. Magic was a tall guard like George Gervin. Somewhat. So Magic game is different. LeBron can't play like Magic. If Magic wouldn't retire, LeBron would be third. It would be Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, then LeBron. LeBron is nowhere near as good as Magic Johnson. Not nowhere near. He cannot shoot as good as Magic. He cannot play as good as Magic. He doesn't run the offense as good as Magic. LeBron is not no Magic Johnson. Not even close. Magic just had to retire. Okay? But you never seen Magic never held the ball at the top of the key. As soon as Magic bring the ball down the court, he pass it. Magic never was standing up there like that. Never. Magic Johnson, how you going to ask me about somebody if you don't know how they play? When you ever seen Magic Johnson dribble the ball and stand up at the three-point line just bouncing the ball like that? Now, Magic didn't play like that. Magic bring it down and pass it off immediately. Soon as he crossed half court, Magic passed the ball out. Kobe's better than LeBron, too. There's a lot of players better than LeBron. But they shooting all them threes. And so dudes that was playing when you can only shoot twos, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar now, played a whole lot of time when they only had twos. I really don't like the way they do the scoring and compare them. Because I don't know how you can compare a league that can shoot threes to a league that can only shoot twos. If George Gervin could have shot all them threes, if all them skyhooks Kareem did from the corner was threes, nobody would have catch Kareem. So that's just a whole nother story how they compare the era with 2 points. All you could get is 2 points with the era with 3 points. Eventually, scholars are going to fix that. So eventually, somebody going to come and say, listen, this is not a good comparison. When I think about Bryce, I don't watch sports. So I don't know nothing about Bryce. I don't watch sports because it's fixed and it's trash. I don't watch sports. I don't watch sports, and I don't like sports fans. So I don't watch sports. I don't watch sports, and I don't like sports fans because the black man has turned into a cheerleader. He's feminine over sports, so I just stay away from him. He's a fanboy. And the black man cheering for a motherfucker ain't even from his city. So I don't even fuck with sports like that. Because where I come from, you only fucking with your city. You ain't never in LA cheering for no other motherfucker. It's the Lakers. It's the Bulls. It's the Pistons. If you're in Detroit. But nowadays, you'll be in your city and be cheering for another team. Weirdo shit. So I don't mess with sports. I don't mess with sports fans. And you fans, so I don't do that. You fanned out. Yeah, you fanned out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really mess with it. I don't mess with sports. It's too emotional, especially on social media. It's everybody's all fanned out. They all at the football games fighting and all that weirdo stuff. You can't go to a football game. They up there fighting. They ain't making $1. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that. Sports is trash today. It's horrible. Especially basketball. Basketball is just total garbage, I tell you. I don't know how you watch it. They just cheat straight out. And everybody like they don't see the refs calling all these bogus fouls. And like they be just cheating. And it's like, what the hell is this? And they be saying stuff like, the refs letting them play tonight. Like the refs letting them play tonight. So what was they doing the other night? Wow. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch none of that shit. I'm from the era with real sports. Today, I don't know what y'all call that shit. I don't watch that shit. Football either. I watched that Super Bowl. That shit was trash. That was trash. I can't watch it. They know they got a young audience, so they know they could sell you anything. They could sell you anything. You know, in basketball, you can actually run with the ball. They be like, he did a Euro step. I was like, well, when I was growing up, that was just steps. We call it step. That's travel. You could travel. You could have the ball. You could be doing all this shit. That used to be carries. Back in the day, we used to have to referee ourselves. So we had the court at the park. We calling the calls. As soon as you turn that palm, that ball, that's travels. That's travel. I seen LeBron run and go 1, 2, and jumped off his third foot. I said, "Hell no!" That nigga ran to the hole and dunked. I said, I was tripping, man. They be running to the hole and dunk. I'll be tripping, man. I'm like, that's 3 steps. What? You can pick the ball up and be like 1, 2, 3, and launch. Like, wow. Now you be dribbling, they be like, should be looking crazy. And then they run down there. Sometimes you ever seen when they miss like 6 times? You ever seen when that team missed 3 times and that team missed 3 times? Boy, be looking crazy. They run down, shoot, miss. They run down, shoot, miss. They run down, shoot, miss. They run back, 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 shoot, and go in. Everybody like, yeah! I said, what the hell? It be looking crazy, man. It be looking crazy. That should be looking crazy as hell. LeBron and his son suck. They need to sit down. LeBron is ruining the NBA, bro. And my thing that I want to talk about is, and I'm telling you the facts, I would never do that to my son. I would never go in front of them grown men defending my son like that, making my son look like a little B word. Like he damaging that boy. It's like, okay, little Bronny. Like nobody ain't gonna respect little Bronny. I know if I was a big player and Bronny was sticking me, I'd be dogging his ass. I'd be like, yeah, where your daddy at? Where your daddy at? Boom, I dunk on his head. Yeah, where your daddy? Tell your daddy I dunked on you. You know what I'm saying? Boy, get out of here. You ain't your daddy. I'll be just if he had to play with Kevin Garnett in them, hey man. Hey man, if LeBron had to play with Garnett and that crew and Isaiah and them, if Bronny had to play with them, it'd be over. Your daddy done went out there, daddy. You stop doing that to my baby. You stop. You leave my baby alone. If it's my son and he at the crib and I see my son on social media, he mad at Stephen A. I'm telling him, boy, what the fuck you doing on social media? Boy, you an NBA player. Get off social media. Texting Stephen A. Boy, you what? Grow some balls, little boy. Daddy, Stephen A messing with me. You know what I'm saying? Punk. I know if I could play basketball, I'm telling you, I'll bow Bronny in his face. I get a technical just on GP, just early in the game. I back him down, bow him in his face. For real. If I was playing basketball, I'd bow Bronny in his face. For real. I do him real dirty. I push him on the ground, all that. For real. If he was playing with me and your daddy, and I'm out here, I ain't got my daddy. My daddy ain't out here. I had to get it out the mud. You only out here because your daddy, punk. That's how I would look at him. Boy, you don't even deserve to be in the league. You just in there because your daddy. If it weren't for your daddy, you be somewhere washing cars or something. You be at school. You a schoolboy. Get off me. Take that to the face. Take that. I swear I dunk on him every chance I get. I can't stand Draymond Green. He's a dirty player. I don't want to see no clown out here playing dirty. Draymond is a trash player that play dirty. Always hacking motherfuckers and shit unnecessarily. The whole time I could see I bowl LeBron, son, but I ain't gonna just be out here just bowling everybody, just flagrant fouling everybody and throwing your arms. He trash. I can't stand Draymond. He ruined the game too. Call some fouls on him and foul him out a few games and show him how to play like he got some sense. He can't play. You know what I'm saying? Who don't want the heat? Let me tell you something, Kevin. Over here with that fake face. Let me tell you something. Come to Chicago with your real face so you can really find out. Because I'm not your daddy. I'm not your pops. I don't even know you, and you bootleg. You know what I'm saying? And go somewhere else. He think he Dennis Rodman. I mean, I understand he try to help the team and stuff, but you know the refs got to keep the game. They got to keep the game cool, you know, because you could hurt a player. You know what I'm saying? And so the one thing is, we in the NBA, right? I play for Houston, right? Yeah, you trolling. I play for Houston, right? You play for the Lakers, right? All right, you Lakers, I'm Houston. But we are the NBA. We both play for the NBA. So you my coworker. We out here playing this game and these people being entertained. So why would I try to hurt you? See what I'm saying? Why would I make you tear a ligament or something where you be out for the rest of the season or something like that? I don't respect that. Like I said, I'll bowl Bronny, but I wouldn't try to hurt him. I wouldn't try to hurt him where he can't play no more. I don't respect that. You don't supposed to hurt and try to hurt no player. Pulling people all on the ground and stuff, you could hurt dude for the rest of his career. See what I'm saying? But y'all both play for the NBA, so the NBA ain't doing hard enough. They need to call me and say, listen, this is the NBA. They are NBA players. You cannot hurt your fellow NBA associates. One more time, we're going to sit you down for the rest of the year, and we're going to dock your money. This is not, what do you think this is? I can't stand Draymond because you put let's say my son out there playing and you do one of these fouls and my son break his wrist or something. Now my son out for the season, and when he come back, his shot off, he ain't as good as he was. Oh, because you did that? Then if I stalk you and roll up on you out here, then what? If I take that outside, then what? You hurt my son. You messed up my son's bag. Now what? Because you ain't going to know that's me. See, that's where people play too much. I don't know. I just don't like dirty players. I never liked dirty players. How they gonna say I'm doing too much when they ain't gonna be able to identify? I'm not rolling up on you. Anyway, read between the lines. When I talk about rolling up on somebody, I'm not talking about being identified. I don't know what happened to you. Nothing ain't gonna trace back to me. So let's just get the facts straight. I'm gonna be on the news. That's a shame. I can't believe nobody did that. This is what you talking about. Y'all, I'll be on the news saying that's a shame. We need to stop the violence. I just can't believe nobody did that. They did that just to take his car. You know, you gotta make it look good. I'm just saying. Who would do that and take his car and do all that to him? And then they found the car burnt up. And it ain't no evidence. That's a shame. That's all they got is this all this black stuff on. Where's his face? I wear like a 10 or 10 and a half. The suspect had on a size 12. Maybe I'm telling y'all too much. The suspect, when they found the footprint, it was a size 12. I wear a 10 and a half. That wasn't me. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know, you just hurt my baby and you're messing up his bag and he just out there trying to play basketball. And if he get hurt in the game, that's one thing. But for you to try to intentionally and hurt my son, and this is why I say I wouldn't run up on LeBron for talking about my son. But somebody trying to physically hurt my son, I'll run up for that. So I say I'm not running up. If my son played in the NBA, I don't give a fuck what Steven say. Nigga, toughen up. My son could not be telling me Steven said this and Steven said that and all that. Boy, what is you, a pussy? Go out there and play ball. I'm not running up on no grown man. First off, I'm only your daddy until you 18. When you get 18, I'm not your daddy. I'm your father. You grown now. You got a father. You ain't got no daddy. Okay? That's the first thing for y'all raising these boys. You his father as long as he a minor. Soon as he 18, you his daddy. You could be his daddy. But soon as he turn 18, you're not his daddy no more. You his father. And that's not your kid. That's your son. I don't got no kids. I got sons and daughters. I don't got no kids. They grown. So I'm not running up on nobody that's talking crazy about my son. My son, go handle it, punk. Who gonna run up when somebody talk crazy about me? My daddy passed away. Can I go get my daddy? Well, my father. Can I go get my father? No, I got to get out how I live. So, like, he should be raising his son to be a man. You're a grown man. You in the NBA. You on your own. I'm not defending you. I'm not helping you or none of that. And if you're on another team, I'm dunking on you. Listen, if you're my son, I'm telling you straight up. If you're on another team, I'm doing you dirty. You cannot beat me. Period. Hold on. Let's see. Y'all think I'm lying. Watch this. Even when my sons was young. Hold on. Y'all think I'm lying.
Your call has been forwarded.
He probably at work. I was gonna call my son. I was gonna call my son and let him tell you. I was gonna ask him if you was Bronny James and I was LeBron, would I give you any kind of break or help you at all? He gonna be like, no. That's what he gonna say. Hell no, no, no. I'm not helping you. None. Period. I'm raising a man. I'm not raising no baby. I'm not raising this. Here go Bronny. You raising men. Do I think he blew his chances of being an owner? No, he could be an owner. Money talk. If he got the money, he could be an owner. He could buy a team. Nothing could stop him from buying a team. I mean, he hurt him. I feel sorry for Bronny because he hurt him. You know what I'm saying? This what happen when you be privileged like that and you don't be outside no more. And you live in a privilege, you live in a mansion, you be all LeBron and forgot the real life. Can I above the rim? No, I can't above the rim. I just got an ugly jump shot. I'm about to be 70 in 3 years. No, I'm not jumping up and doing all that. I'm not doing all that. I'm 67 years old. I'm not doing all that. I'm not putting all that pressure on my ankles and stuff like that at this age. I'm from the old school. We grew up rough and wild. We rode bikes all day, did wheelies, baseball, basketball. I did all that. I'm not what I look like still trying to do that. I don't even play at all. I don't play below the rim or above the rim. I don't be playing. Do I look like I be playing? I don't play games like that. I'm super grown. I don't play no games. The only way you could get me to play in basketball is for $500 or $5,000 or $1,000. I'll play you. I play you for 5 racks. Depending on your skill set. If I look at you and you can obviously beat me, I wouldn't bet you. Yeah, you could beat me. But if I look at you and you're just a regular dude talking shit, and you're looking at this gray hair playing with me, yeah, I'm going to take your money. I'm going to take all your money because all my shots are going in. I don't got to do all that extra shit. All I got to do is get you out the way. But once the ball leave my hand, that's 2. That's 2 off the top. I can shoot. The lights out. I can shoot. The lights out. That's a fact. But no, I'm not out there doing all that. I stopped doing that type of stuff when I stopped doing all that competitive stuff when I was in my 20s, my late 20s or whatever. I wasn't doing unnecessary stuff that don't pay. I wasn't out there trying to prove myself for free. But once I got grown and I started making money, it was all about the Benjamins, baby. I'm not doing no free competitions. I won't even debate you unless you pay me. You got to pay me. So like somebody say, man, it's like this. And I say, no, it's not. It's like that. And they say, it's like this. I say, no, it's like that. They say, prove it. I say, put up $500. But if you ain't going to put up $500, I'm not proving shit to you for free. I'm not proving nothing to you now for free. You got to pay me to try to prove something to you. Who is you? So I'm not into that like that. I'm not into that. But I can say that sports today, football's not bad. I don't watch baseball. There's no black Americans playing baseball anymore. We don't have baseball fields. We don't have steady homes no more. We don't have steady marriage no more. We don't have steady communities no more. All our communities that used to be steady is now kind of transient, and people are like renting out their homes. So you own your home, but the person next door is renting, and so they're not really taking care of the property. And so we don't have that type of lifestyle anymore that we used to have. That's all gone, unfortunately. You don't see black youth playing sports like that unless they're doing it at high school. But if you go up to the parks and stuff now, it's just gangs. It's not a whole lot of athletic activity. As a matter of fact, a lot of the parents and the children is overweight. You raising your children overweight. Your children overweight, totally ain't in no type of shape. Nah, I mean, ain't nobody gonna be rough and elbow. You're gonna get one time to elbow me, then we gonna deal with that. You know what I'm saying? So, no, it ain't gonna be all that. You know what I'm saying? I'll play with them, and we'll get that straight. Listen, you know what I'm saying? If you like that elbow, keep it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's different. But they put some money up. I'll get out there with them, but I have to see if I could beat you. I'm not gonna say I could beat you and I can't. But if you underestimating me, I'm gonna take that money. That's free money because a lot of times you got gray hair and stuff like this. People gonna underestimate you. That's free money. That's free. That's free money. Because when it comes to riding bikes, basketball, baseball, stuff like that, your skill set depends on how much you used to play. And in my generation, we played all day, every day. Young people, you don't play like that. You don't play like we played in the 60s and in the and in the 70s. Y'all don't play that much. My children didn't play as much as I played. You don't see children play like that. You understand? As much as we played. Now, I never was nobody could dunk or nothing like that. I couldn't dunk. My hands was too small to palm the ball. So I can't hold the ball to get up there. I never was dunking or nothing like that. But back when I used to play, dunking was not, nobody cared about dunking. Dunking is new. Dr. J dunked, but when you played basketball in high school, the coach wasn't into dunking and all that. He was into the basics. So like when you watch Curry, Steph Curry, and you see him doing all them trick shots and all that. When I was coming up, they wouldn't let you do that at practice. Every layup, you just had to do a plain layup. Sometimes we would take it around our back, and the coach say, "Stop with all that, just a plain layup," which was a mistake with the coach because if I get in the game and I go to make a layup, and then he try to block it, I got to be able to take it down. I got to be able to do tricks. But the coach wouldn't let us practice tricks. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can't play sports if you ain't got no babies. Y'all ain't got no babies, so it ain't enough people to get it to you. I was a part of baby boomers. There was hundreds of kids outside. So we always got 10 dudes flying on their bikes. We already go on the block. There's some girls over there playing jump rope. There's some girls right there playing hopscotch. These girls sitting on the porch playing with their dolls. It was a whole bunch of children. There's no children no more. My children, they couldn't go outside and just be out there like me because there was no children. Y'all don't have no babies. And then a lot of y'all gay. So you ain't having no babies like that. Y'all gay. A whole bunch of y'all gay. Y'all ain't having no babies. Y'all ain't got no children. I got 6 children. How many you got? You know what I'm saying? I ain't having no children. So they don't get to play as much. And then with the violence out there, you have to protect your children. I live in Chicago. Your baby can't just be outside in Chicago. Your kids can't be outside. Your son today, he got to be in the house on the game. You know what I'm saying? You can't be outside like that. You can't be outside in Chicago like that. Oh, no. Little kids can kind of be outside. Nobody going to bother them. Like, second grade, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, they can be outside. But a bigger boy, oh, no. Mm-mm. High school age, no. The little kids, they fine. But the big kids, big boys, nah, you can't be outside like that. We don't got no them type of neighborhoods like that. And in the neighborhoods where you do live and got nice houses, there's white people and stuff out there that it's dead out there. You go to these nice suburbs, you don't even see nobody walking around. It's like living in a funeral home. People say, well, move out in a nice neighborhood. Them nice neighborhoods suck. You don't see nobody when you go out there. They got to have gym night or something so everybody can go to the gym and play. I don't even think they be having parks in these new neighborhoods. I don't think they got parks. And when they do got parks, all you're going to see is dogs taking a crap. It's the dogs. It's just people that walking their dogs. This new generation, yeah, they love dogs more than they love children. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody outside like that no more, riding no swing bikes, popping no wheelies and all that stuff like that. When I was at my father's house taking care of my father, I had my youngest daughter still with me, and her little friend was out there. So I let her go outside and play with her little friend. So I went to check on her, and she was just out there by herself. I said, where your little friend? She said she had to go in the house to pee. I said, come in. Because there's only 2 of them out there. So my daughter's out there, and there's only 2 of them out there. And one of them says she got to go to pee, and somebody come kidnap my daughter. Nobody. When the other girl come out, she's going to think my daughter came in the house. So it might be how long before I go to check, hey, where you at? And she been gone. Whereas when I was coming up on the block, you couldn't even drive down our block. When you turn on our block or the next block, you have to stop and blow because they out there, the girls out there double dutching, four square, hopscotch. It's anywhere from 15 to 30 kids outside when I was growing up. It's 15 to 30 kids outside. Facts. So all those days is gone, unfortunately. So the only way you got to go to school and get on the team to learn how to play sports, to be, athletic. But we was athletic at the crib already. So times, change for the worse. We had the baby boomers, but my generation, 1958, is the boom of the boomers. It was more 1958 babies than anybody. When I went to kindergarten, it was over 100 children in my kindergarten class. And the morning class was over 100 children in the morning class and over 100 children in the evening class. They had to build more schools. That's how many of us it was. When I took my school picture, just my morning class, we had to take 3 school pictures to get everybody in the picture. So here's my kindergarten picture, and that's just a third of us. There's 2 more pictures like this of my kindergarten class. That's just one. There's no picture with all of us. And that's just the morning class. And then the evening class was the same way. I'm the one second to the left at the top. You see what I'm saying? So once they built the other school, I went over there. So when I grew up, everybody in my neighborhood was in my kindergarten class. You know what I'm saying? So we was more physically active, you know. We played four square. We played running bases. You know what I'm saying? We played running bases. We played everything. Whatever they was playing on TV, we was playing. And then in those days too, if you played basketball, you had to play with whoever was playing. So if you were in the fifth grade and when I was coming up and you want to go to the park to play basketball, you got to play with sixth grade, seventh grade, eighth grade, ninth grade, 10th graders. My kids coming up, they only play with their own age group. When I was coming up, you had to play with whoever out there. And that's how I learned how to shoot so good, because we the little boys. We only in the fifth grade. These dudes in the eighth grade, seventh grade, they could jump, they can dunk. We can't. They used to play elimination. So everybody get in there. Every time the first person get to a certain number, then three people got to sit down. And another number, some more people got to sit down. So we the little boys. So we playing a game within the game. We can't win. We're not going to win. So our game was which one of us stay out there the longest. That's how I grew up. I played basketball, and who could stay out there the longest? I can't get no rebounds. I don't even try to go into the hole with them. They look like grown men to me. So I have to stay on the outskirts and get a loose ball. That's how I learned how to shoot so good. Because when I get a ball, this is my only chance. I'm gonna get one shot. Sit. It's got to go in. Then I can go to the free throw line and run my numbers up. Because I ain't finna get the ball again. And my father put a basketball court in the backyard. So that's how I got good at basketball. But my hands too little. I'm a musician. I'm not really an athlete. I can play sports. I can play baseball, basketball, football, all that. I'm real good at it. I just don't have the size for it. I was crazy quarterback. I was really good at sports. It's just, you got to have the physical attributes for sports. I had the height a little bit, but not really. So as you can see, when I was little, I was tall. Everybody thought I was going to be real tall, but no, the next generation came. They was way taller than us. Every generation after started getting taller and taller and taller. That's why when I was little, a lot of centers in the NBA was only 6'10". When I was little, a lot of centers was only 6'10". Will Chamberlain was 7 foot, but Bill Russell wasn't 7 foot. Bill Russell like 6 something, 6'10", 6'11". Willis Reed was like 6'10". For real. That's why I say LeBron would have been a power forward. Do the research. If LeBron would have grew one more inch back then and he got on the right team, he would have been the center. But at 6'9", he definitely would have been a power forward. He would have not been dribbling the ball. The power forward do not handle the ball. Magic Johnson would have been a power forward. Ain't that great? Magic Johnson would have been a power forward. If he had somebody bigger, he would have been a small forward, but he would have never been no guard. Because they were so primitive, they wouldn't have never allowed him to even practice dribbling and all that. It was real different. So the game has changed over a lot of years, but now we got to the point where it's changed for the worse now. The three-point shot has ruined the game because they letting the big dudes shoot. You know what I'm saying? They need to stop the big dudes from shooting threes, and only the guards, maybe a small forward, maybe here and there. But if they want to save the game, they got to get a game. They got to get an inside game. NBA is not exciting if you don't got an inside game. It's not competitive if you don't got an inside game. Because the inside game is where the real competition, that's where you start talking competition. Can you get to the hole? And that's what makes the NBA exciting. And when you take away that inside game, then the game is shot. The game was exciting because you had Sean Kemp in them. You understand? You had Sean Kemp and you had the inside game. And the only way you can get it in the inside is on a fast break, and then you get inside with the Dr. J dunk. So you had a fast break. You ain't finna have no fast break and stop and shoot no goddamn three. You going all the way to the bucket. These mugs have a fast break, wide open, and instead of going to the hole and lay it up, they stop and shoot a three. It's like, what? They stop and shoot a three and miss. Because everybody keeps up with how many they hit, but just watch how many they be missing. They just be miss, 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 miss. It'd be crazy. I think that guy they just got on the Lakers. He went down, he had three threes in a row. Everybody was like, yeah, it was trash. As big as his ass is. I said, damn, they just ruining the game. And that's why they hollering. You know why they holler so much when everybody hit them threes? You know the psychology behind that? You know why it's so exciting when he hit a three and then he hit a three and then he hit a three? Because they've been missing 1,000 times. You can't touch nobody. Ain't no hand check. You can travel. There's no inside game. If you want to be a center, you got to learn how to shoot threes if you want to get the ball. Because if you're a center and you can't shoot no threes, you're going to spend all 4 quarters just doing this. You're going to get rebound. All you're going to be is a rebound machine. They ain't going to give you no offense. You look at some of the big, great centers we got, they ain't getting no shine. None. They're like they don't exist. Everybody's looking for a big old tall guard, like that skinny boy that's playing. They're going to run down and do all that magic shit like a guard. But as far as an inside game that really like real chess moves, you know, it's a real post game because that's where the chess moves come in. That's the real NBA. And that's where you got to have the real coaches. Because you got to be a good coach to learn how to work that ball into the hole. These coaches is the worst coaches ever. Anybody could be a coach. Everybody's looking for a three-point shooter or somebody that can get out on the fast break and get an easy dunk. Other than that, like Ja Morant, he'll be hurt within 2 years. He'll be hurt. If he keep playing, I think he changed the way he play already. I don't think he trying to jump over people and all because he already know if he keep falling on that wrist and falling on them ankles and falling on that elbow, his career gonna be over. All that acrobatic stuff, he gonna be finished. But he ain't got no inside game, so it's whack. But it's real disappointing to see LeBron stand up for a grown man like that. You know, fathers and mothers, listen, you raise your children to the 18 and their childhood is over. And listen, the only way you give your children an expanded extension on their childhood is if they go to college. They go to college, let them know, okay, if you're going to go 4 years of college, I'll extend your childhood. But if you don't and you get out of high school, you grown. And when you get out of college, you are grown. And so me as a father, I'm never going to talk to Stephen A about my grown ass son because he not gonna be able to make it out here. And now he done showed everybody he weak. And on the side note too, tell your children, listen, don't you be babying your children, because once they find out your children won't stand up for themselves, they gonna dog your children. I remember coming home, the kids was talking about me at school. I probably was in the second grade, third grade. I came home, I said, Mommy. She said, what, Michael? I said, the kids up at school talking about me, they said I look funny or something like that. And my mother said, you do. You definitely look funny. All y'all look funny looking and ugly. Every last one of y'all in the classroom. I got to start laughing. And then she told me, next time they say something about you, look at them real good. I bet you something wrong with them. And that was the birth of my signifying. That's how I got so good with the comebacks. Because I went to school and started looking and be like, she sure do got a mustache and his head big. And then I went and did my work. You know what I'm saying? She let me know, go up there and handle it. You know what I'm saying? You cannot protect them. You have to teach them how to protect themselves. You only protect them when the odds is against them. A teacher is doing something to them or somebody's doing something to them when they're a child. Then, yeah. But when it's somebody in their own space, no. And then when they're grown, definitely not. So I was just tripping because people were saying LeBron is being a good father. No, he's not. He's crippling his son and embarrassing himself. He looked like a fool. Your son is a grown man. And then if you're a grown man and you feel like he is doing something to your son and your wife getting on your case, you got Stephen A number. Call him. What's all this stunting? And then why you throw Michael Jordan in it? I'm the two this. I'm the GOAT. I mean, Michael Jordan is the GOAT, but I'm the king, and I'd rather be a king than a GOAT, and all this stuff. So it's like, oh, okay. Bro, you is not better than Michael Jordan. Stop. In they prime one-on-one, Michael Jordan would kill LeBron in a one-on-one basketball game. In they prime, LeBron would not win. And when he put that ball on the ground, it'll get ripped. That ball will get taken from him if he ain't got nobody to pass it to. And he got to dribble it. Come on, man. I was kind of disappointed. I said, bro, what you throw all that in there for? You ain't Michael Jordan. You ain't won no 6 rings with no one team. You bounced all over the place to get your rings. Your rings is illegitimate, bro. You basically is a whore, a basketball whore for the rings. I'm going to keep it real. You ain't no traditional basketball player that stay with a franchise. You ain't no Kobe, bro. You ain't no Michael. We got more respect for Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley stayed as long as he could with the Suns until they traded him. We ain't respecting no dude bouncing from team to team. His legacy is going to be that he just bounced from team to team to put some rings together, but the shit bootleg. He'll never get the respect of an Isaiah, a Dr. J. He ain't getting that type of respect. He a vagabond from team to team to team. Still trying to go to another team now. Gonna tell the Lakers wherever Bronny go, that's where he gonna go. So if you want me to stay here, you gotta bring my son. What kind of nepotism nonsense is that? And they did it. They did it. The only one he won I respect is the one with the Cavs, and he should have stayed with the Cavs. He had a dream story right there. You from Cleveland, you playing with the Cavs. Should have stayed right there. But I understand he did get his bag. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I understand he got his bag. I understand that. And I understand he tried to change the game up. But he fucked the game up because ain't no player gonna stay nowhere no more. Remember I said it first. No player is gonna stay. All the players now is gonna be all over the place. Look at the little boy that used to play with Kevin Durant. How many teams he been on? Kyrie. How many teams Kyrie been on already? Nobody gonna respect the game no more. You ain't gonna have no team no more. You ain't gonna have no player that represent your city. Because a player gonna come to your city, he gonna play, then he gonna leave. But you still got this punk jersey. But he ain't left the city. Baseball players used to do that. Ernie Banks was Ernie Banks, Chicago Cubs, Ron Santo, Billy Williams, Cubs. Athletes used to be that. You a Pittsburgh Steeler. And you their quarterback. And that's how it's going to be until you retire, as long as you can play good. Now, you're a quarterback, you come on the team don't win a couple of years, they trade you. You got to watch them trade your quarterback. He go to another team 2 or 3 years, next thing you know, he a damn superstar because they didn't want to keep him in development. They trying to win right away. And when they trade him, they get another motherfucker that don't win and another motherfucker that don't win. They ain't got no loyalty to the team or nothing no more. The owners don't got no loyalty. The coaches ain't got no loyalty. The players ain't got no loyalty. And the fans ain't got no loyalty. You come to Chicago, they selling. Well, I understand you want to buy a hat to match your outfit, but I can't do it. I can't do it. When I go to the hat shop to get the baseball cap, if it ain't got Chicago on it, then I got to figure out something else to do with my outfit. Because I'll be damned if I put anybody else city on my head. Your city will never be on my head. Every hat I got is Cubs, White Sox, Blackhawks, Bears. Every sports hat I got is a Chicago team. I would never wear no other city on my head, boy. I ain't never had a New York hat in my life. On my kids, on my children. I would never wear nobody else's city on my head. And I'll never cheer for your city. Never. I don't cheer for nobody in the Super Bowl if it ain't the Bears. If it ain't the Bears, fuck both of y'all. Fuck the Eagles and them niggas they was playing. On my soul. I came with my mama from Birmingham. I ain't from no motherfucking Birmingham. I used to visit Birmingham. I'm from Chicago. I'm not from Alabama. I'm from Iraq. I'm born in Chicago, 1958, Michael Reese Hospital. My mama from Alabama. My mom and daddy from Alabama. I ain't wearing no Alabama hat on my dumb motherfucking head. Never. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's the rack all the time. I'm not wearing that. I'm not wearing nobody's shit. I ain't wearing nobody else's shit. Y'all think I'm lying? Watch this. I ain't lying. What that say? C, Cubs. What that say? Ah, Blackhawks. What that say? Ah, Sox. What that say? Ah, the Bulls. What that say? The Cubs. If it don't say that, I'm not finna wear nobody hat that I'm gonna boo when we play you. When we play you, boo, you suck. I want you to lose. Why would I wear your hat? You know what I'm saying? You want your city to win, because when your city win, it brings in money to your city. People get paid in your city. Bars make money in your city. Clubs make money in your city. Uber drivers make money in your city. Lyft drivers make money in your city. DoorDash people make money in your city. You want the money in your city. So that's why you cheer for your city. It's financial benefits for your city to be winning. It benefits you. I was driving Uber when the Cubs got in the World Series. Do you know how much thousands of dollars I made? If I got a child that play for a professional sports team, if I got a child that play for a professional sports team and they get in the game, I want him to win if we get money, if we making money. If he making money, if he playing against Chicago, then if he win, he win. If he lose, he lose. But I'm not wearing his hat. I'm not wearing that nigga team hat. I ain't fucking with them. My son just getting a bag. I'm not, but fuck y'all though. Fuck your team though. But I fuck with my son, but I don't fuck with your team. I want my son to get a bag. He play with the team. He like the team. He can wear the shit because he's a businessman now. He played for the Detroit Lions, so he can wear Lion stuff and he can cheer for the Lions. But if the Lions play the Bears, fuck the Lions, even if he out there. And if he lose, I'm calling him, yeah, nigga, Bears, nigga, you should have played with Chicago. Oh, my son. I call my son. If he played with another team and the Chicago team beat him, my son to tell you, his phone for the ring. You should have been playing over here, nigga. Oh, my son. I'm not cheering for his team, though. Oh, hell no. Now I'll cheer for his team if he ain't playing no Chicago team. So if my son play for the Lions, he in the Super Bowl, another team, yeah, I want him to win. I want my son to win the Super Bowl. But I don't want him to win no Super Bowl against the Bears. Hell no. You just ain't finna be no Super Bowl winner. Hey. Nigga, fuck the Lions. They don't change because you on the team. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. That shit don't change because you on the team. Boy, this Chicago. Boy, you born in Chicago. You ain't born in Detroit. Don't you ever forget that. Let me see your birth certificate. What did it say on there? All right, then. What your birth certificate say? It don't say Detroit. Now, my youngest son, he born in L.A. So if he support L.A., I'm with that. He born in L.A., raised in Chicago. He was born in L.A. He ain't know nothing about L.A. He was brought when he was a little baby. He wasn't even 1 year old. As soon as his mama had him, she came back. But he grew up in Chicago, so that's really where his loyalty should be, with Chicago. Hold on. This him here now. Watch this. Hold on.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
I'm on live right now so they can hear you.
Okay.
Tell everybody what's up.
Yo, what's good? What's good, everybody?
I'm telling them that if you playing sports like Bronny and you get into it with Stephen A, am I gonna come to your rescue?
No,
No, am I?
no, no. Once you get to that point, that level of anything in life, you're your parent they can't step in for you. Like, they gotta allow you to be a person, especially in an aspect like that, because the things that happen afterwards, now you become a target. And it takes away a part of your adulthood. It's like, all right, my dad's, you know what I mean?
Right. And when I'm playing you in sports, will I ever let you win if I can help it?
If we're playing each other?
Yeah. If I'm playing you in basketball, am I gonna give you any kind of break?
No, absolutely not. No. Once we're playing basketball, we're opponents. We are opponents until the game is over.
Exactly. So I wanted them to hear from my son, so they'll think I'm telling them I would have never get in there and embarrass you like that. And your daddy got to come speak up for you.
Yeah, nah.
Hell no. Nah. You could have never come to me tomorrow. Stephen A talk about me. I'd be like, so.
Exactly.
All right. You sound you sound like you sleep. I'll talk to you later.
Absolutely. Most love.
All right. That's my youngest too. I should call the two oldest ones. Y'all think I'm playing? Y'all think I'm playing? Y'all think I'm playing? He already know. I raised my sons to be men. The only time they can call me if it's smoke, if it's something like that, then yeah, they're gonna call a professional. So somebody threaten them, somebody want to be on some P play, or somebody like that on some gangster stuff, then yeah, they'll call me. They'll call me for something like that because that's what I used to do. So they'll call me for that. If they have some problems, like some physical problems, and you doing a little bit too much, and you didn't threaten the wrong little nigga, they're not gonna tell you though. They're not gonna tell you they called me. They ain't gonna say I don't call my daddy or nothing. They gonna call me. I'm gonna be like, okay, well, don't tell nobody you call me. And I'm gonna tell him on the phone, I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm not even coming. I'm not gonna do nothing. And he already know that me, I'm coming, but the police, I gotta, now I'm gonna start making sure I can beat the case. That's a whole other video. So I'm gonna say, oh, well, it ain't no big deal. Play it off. That ain't nothing to be mad about. Then I'm gonna just, I'm gonna try to get some information, and I'm not gonna let him know. So if the police pressure him, he can't break because he don't know nothing. He'd be like, well, did your daddy do it? Like, no, my daddy didn't even come down here. Like that. I'm not telling him shit. I'm just gonna get the information, and it's gonna get handled. When he called me, say, "Your daddy, that dude was messing with me. Something happened to him." I'll be like, "No shit." That's fucked because he probably was out there fucking with somebody. He probably was fucking with somebody's kid. You know what I mean? Man, that's tripped out. That's why you gotta live a good life. Don't be messing with people because shit happened to you. I'm not telling him nothing. Keep your goddamn mouth shut on the side note. If don't nobody know but you, can't nobody tell but you. But I let him tell you straight up. Once you out the nest, you out the nest. Get out there and handle your shit. Don't be calling daddy. You come to me, we playing sports together, and I'm LeBron and you Bronny, and I find out he talking crazy to you, and I see you on the internet responding, I might step in there and say, Bronny, stop responding to him. Stop responding to him. You want to respond, put the ball through the net. That's how you respond. Put the ball through the net. Let your game talk for you. Go shoot the lights out. But don't say nothing to him. Bronny all on there talking crazy to Stephen A. Like, bruh, put the ball through the net. You know what I'm saying? You probably can play. You might end up really being in the NBA. But put the ball through the net and just be quiet and just play. And let Stephen A. do what Stephen A. do. It's Stephen A. It's just like when you go to school and you're young and one of your friends is in school, all he do is talk about everybody. That's all he do. When he talk about you, what you gonna do? That's what he do. How you gonna be mad at Stephen A. for being Stephen A.? That's Stephen A. I like what he do. I seen him ride Kevin Durant. I thought he overdid it. I seen him ride Kyrie. I thought he overdid it. But that's what he do. He overdo it. So how can I be like Stephen A? I don't want you to be Stephen A. And he did not really talk about Bronny. He talked about LeBron. LeBron is crippling the boy. LeBron is hurting that boy career. Bronny will never be respected in the NBA unless he do something super fantastic. Because other than that, everybody gonna say he was only in there because of his daddy. He was only in there because of his daddy. And that's a shame. LeBron should have distanced himself from that boy's career and let him make it on his own. I don't think they should have brought him to the Lakers just because of LeBron. And I think LeBron weak for threatening to leave the Lakers if they don't bring his son. I understand LeBron ain't taking as much money as he should take, but that's a mistake too. He should have got the bag. LeBron shouldn't be undercutting his money, but he making other money, so I guess he don't care. But he just should have left the boy alone. He hurt him. You know what I'm saying? You need them, bring them old school fathers back. You know, when I was coming up, you couldn't run to get my daddy for nothing. You can handle yourself. And that's what I think about that. So look, y'all have a good evening. And for you brothers, don't let your emotions get into sports like that. Don't you let your emotions get into nothing that don't pay you. If you ain't making no money from it, do not put your emotions and too much time into something that don't pay you nothing. Concentrate on stuff that's going to pay you. Even Chicago teams, it's limited how far I'm going to cheer for them, though, because they getting paid. What I'm getting if the Bears win? Nothing. What I'm getting if the Cubs win? Nothing. What I'm going to get if the Bulls win? Nothing. The city might make some money, though, and it's a trickle down. Money might trickle down. So in that aspect, yeah, you want to see the city win because it brings in money. And then I got to figure out how to get some of that money. So if you live in the city with a Super Bowl coming or your team is winning, you need to figure out how to monetize it. Everybody talking about the Eagles and Gilly. Gilly monetized that. Gilly made lots of money from supporting the Eagles. Trust me. He's going to get all type of endorsements. He's going to get a bag because he did it in a way that raised his social media and his profile. He did it the smart way. He making it pay. Real talk. And make sure you go subscribe to Black on Black Sports. I'm about to load that up with some more content. And that's going to be something real powerful. So make sure you go follow Black on Black Sports. That's off the chain. You feel me?